Yeah. So I know I said the last thing was going to be the last thing, but one thing that I just keep forgetting to ask you in these interviews.
Mm-hmm.
What's your ideal woman look like?
Like physically?
Yes. What kind of woman do you like?
Okay, I think I can answer this fairly easy. Well, and it doesn't have to be necessarily set, but
Yeah, yes. I think very
um,
few guys, only the stupidest of guys are like, I like this one thing and this is all I'm looking for.
yeah. Right. I guess the ideal would be, well, let's see. I have to be careful, but
There's only like 100 people that listen to this show,
oh,
so
okay. One of the caregivers that we had when during the independent contracting portion, she I kind of had a crush on, but she had a boyfriend and a baby, so I knew I was not, able to, and I not that I would have wanted to anyway necessarily, because she would have had to agree to be Catholic, and she got mad when I said something bad about Mormonism because she had been Mormon at one time, and so that kind of turned me off that she didn't understand that the Mormon theology is problematic, but
gee, I'm wondering why you're having a problem with private contractors now.
oh, well,
I'm just making a joke, dude.
well, it was just it was a special case where we had relatives visit who are Mormon, and then when they left, I just mentioned something about Mormonism, and then she got mad because she said, "Well, I was a Mormon, and
But so
Mormons are
what
good
did she
people."
look like though?
Okay, sorry about that. So yeah, so she was not super tall, but tall and thin.
How tall are you, by the way? Actually, I've just realized. I mean, it's all audio, so no one knows what we look like. So I'll just tell the people what you look like.
Okay.
Imagine if that big Samoan. Imagine if Dwayne the Rock Johnson and that one guy from Game of Thrones and Aquaman. They somehow these two men had a kid. Well, Todd and I are kind of the farthest thing from that, but he's actually a little bit closer to that than I am.
Aquaman and what
Dwayne the Rock Johnson. Somehow these two men have these two titan of men have a baby. You and I pretty far from that, but you're a little bit closer.
But how are you getting Dwayne Johnson though?
No, I'm not. I'm saying we're both
the opposite of that.
Yes, yes, you have that. You have that Adonis of a person, then we're both on the opposite spectrum. You're just a little bit closer to it than I am.
Oh, I see. I mean, we would need like a stocky, like I'm like a shaggy person.
Yes, like
on
on a point from 1 to 100, 1 being not at all close to that ideal, and then 100 being that ideal. I'd say I'm like maybe a 2, and Todd is maybe a 6.
Close to shaggy.
What are you talking about?
Or you mean your thing of Aquaman and Dwayne Johnson?
Okay, anyways. How tall are you?
Last I checked, I was about 5'9". I don't know if I'm 5'10". I think I'm around 5'9". What do you think? Does that sound right?
Yeah.
Okay. So she was. I don't know if she was.
Was she taller than you?
If she was, it wasn't like a huge amount. But what I just meant was like.
So you like him tall, yeah?
Well, like I don't know how to describe it. Like fit. But not like super thin, but she was on the thinner side and long legs and that kind of thing. And she's pretty white and blonde hair, and I didn't like when she had makeup on. I just liked when she had plain.
Yeah, I just realized I'm sitting next to this computer, so why don't we just go on here and go on the old history.
That's my General Grievous cough, everyone. Yeah, so you get the idea, like, and also I loved that she liked trolls. That was awesome.
What?
Somehow, oh, I know how the topic had come up, because I usually, when I see my grandma, I usually tell her what the box office is. I go through the box office, and at that time, Trolls World Tour was in the box office, and she was there, and she said she liked trolls and knew about trolls, and I
wonder
asked
if
her.
this is why you use this as your baseline of what an ideal world is. I wonder if there's any connection there.
Well, that was part. I suppose that was part of it, but also Guy Diamond, and. So yeah, I mean, I guess she's my kind of ideal now, I guess. But it did offend me or hurt me that I was I said something about Mormonism, and then she was like, oh, what? No, I was Mormon, and
just out of curiosity, is there anything you find attractive in men?
What do you mean, like?
How would you describe what makes a guy attractive?
Okay. I would say for women or just in general,
What in
like
general
what
makes
factors would make a male attractive?
yes.
Okay, I guess if I can just kind of spitball, I would say like probably hairless in on the body, right? And then the veins should not be like popping all over the place. I think that's a turn off of people, right? Probably clean shaven on the face, which I don't have because I need to get a new razor top, whatever cap thing, whatever you call that. That's not the right term. Anyway.
Also, like, what other body hair do you think they should shave? Other body hair, or like, what do you think makes it a guy?
Well, just excessive, right? So like I don't know, like excessive chest hair, or
That's a bad thing or a good thing?
well, I guess it depends on the person, I suppose, right? So I mean, to me, I don't like certainly my facial hair, I want to get rid of that, I know that. And I don't like long hair on my head, I know that. Sometimes armpit hair is kind of annoying because when you put deodorant on it, it like cakes on there. Do you notice that?
Yeah.
So I guess I'm kind of like, well, like what if you get rid of that? But it's such a task to do that.
Oh
so,
yeah, manscaping's terrible. That's why I don't do it.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, maybe girls don't care about that, right?
Depends on the person.
Okay. So what your question? Well, so I probably women don't like pot bellies, I suppose. But they don't have to be super fit men. They can just be kind of flat chested, flat stomach. They don't have to be like abs and Arnold Schwarzenegger. Probably.
So if I go through your internet history, I'm not also gonna find out what your ideal guy looks like.
I mean, I've looked at other stuff too, but like usually it's more women, right? But I guess if we're going technical, I guess you would say that my that part of my mind is, I guess, kind of looks at a lot of different things, but I usually don't like transgender. That I don't like that as far as sexual attraction. But I like a lot of Rule 34. I do like that.
So you like a lot of
get
cartoon of characters that you're familiar with?
Yes. So Simpsons, Duncanville, Secret Saturdays, Weekenders.
I'm a little tempted to cut this part out for your sake.
Oh, sorry.
But keep digging the hole. Go on.
Life and Times of Juniper Lee. Marvel's Power Pack. Do you know that comic?
No.
It's they never made a movie off of it yet, but it's a group of
And these are all things that you enjoy Rule 34 of? Correct.
Penny from Inspector Gadget. Avatar: The Last Airbender. Incredibles, specifically Dash and Violet.
I don't know whether to keep asking you to keep going or turn this off.
Oh boy, did I just I really dig myself in a hole.
I guess at this point you should. How about the Scooby-Doo characters? There's
no. Those are sacred.
No, not Velma.
Those are sacred. Those are not allowed. Those are not allowed. Those are sacred characters. It has to be characters that I'm not really. I've seen a lot of great Velma cosplays on Reddit. No, I don't. Scooby-Doo for me is too holy to mess with. It has to be characters that I don't mind seeing in an adult context. Oh, Cold Lyoko, but not when they're 3D, more of a 2D version. I'm just giving like Ben 10. Specifically Ben and Gwen. I'm really just there's a reason why this isn't a video podcast, and not just because I don't have the money for video equipment, but I really wish people could see what my face looked like right now. What else is too sacred for you to do Rule 34 of? Let's see. How about Star Wars? Have you ever looked up Star Wars? Sometimes. I don't really get into it that much, but like Ashoka is good. And then
How many comics and images have you seen of naked Twi'leks?
Who?
Twi'leks, the alien, the slave aliens from Jabba's palace in the third movie,
Oh,
with the two tails on their heads.
Oh,
They're the ones that are iconically seen. Like they're the ones that like even in the Star Wars universe are often like made as sex slaves.
oh, I see. No, I don't typically. I mean, I know what you're talking about now. Not typically.
Do you have to like know the characters? Is that it?
Do I have to know the characters? Only nominally. Like I've only seen a little bit of Loud House, and that's enough. Like I can use, I can look at that, like Lincoln and his sisters or whatever. Oh, Gravity Falls, Mabel, definitely. Oh boy. But you look at Rule 34 too, right?
The kind of Rule 34 stuff I look at, people can see because I make erotic captions. So I've used Rule 34 images.
Oh.
Although I can say I've never used any of the franchises that you've mentioned.
What, any franchises at all?
None that you've mentioned.
Oh, okay.
Any other ones come to mind? I couldn't help but notice that there's possibly some incest.
Right. But they're cartoons, so it's okay, right?
Thanks for listening, people. You can check out full episodes of Kinky Caption Convos by clicking on the link in the description below, or by searching for Kinky Caption Convos through most major podcast distributing apps such as iTunes, Google, Audible, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more. Thank you for listening to this Kinky Caption Convo clip.